என்று நான் கேட்டுக்கொண்டு வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றி கூறி அமைக்கிறேன். வணக்கம்.
Thank you, sir. Shri N.K. Premachandran ji.
Thank you very much, sir, for affording the opportunity to take part in the discussion on this bill, that is the Bharatiya Vayuyan Vidheyak 2024. Sir, I rise to support the contents of the bill in full, but strongly oppose the title of the bill as it is in Hindi when the contents of the bill are in English. Sir, at the time of introduction of the bill, I have made an observation and I oppose the introduction of the bill on the ground that Article 348(1)(b) is very clear that the authoritative text of the bill shall be in English. That is a mandatory provision in the Constitution. But unfortunately, this government is not complying the mandatory provision of the Constitution, thereby violating it, and they are again, in the case of IPC, CRPC, and Indian Evidence Act, same thing has done. But here, the entire contents of the bill is in English, but unfortunately, the title alone is changed. I don't know what is the logical reason by which this is being done. I've already explained it at the time of introduction of the bill. I am not going to details. I feel that this is a deliberate attempt on the part of the government indirectly imposing Hindi on the non-speaking Hindi states and people belonging to South India. Yes. Sir, coming to the bill, I fully congratulate the Honorable Minister. He is very dynamic. Everybody is saying, and he is today, Honorable Speaker also congratulate him. The way in which he is answering in the Parliament, his performance in the Parliament is very good. We hope and expect that performance in the Parliament should be reflected in the performance in the ministry also. Let the minister take that initiative. Definitely, the entire house will be with you. In the civil aviation sector is getting much importance. Even common man is able to travel by air. In such a situation, definitely, lot of things can be done in this area. Sir, coming to this bill, there is nothing new to oppose in this bill, as it is replacing and reenacting 90 years old law, that is Aircraft Act of 1924. This bill is a legislative initiative aimed at comprehensive reenactment of Aircraft Act 1924. This is an accepted fact that we are bound by the provisions of the international conventions and agreements. And we know that India is a signatory to the 1944 Chicago Convention. Therefore, it is an obligation on our part to harmonize our legislation with the standards recommended by the international reputed agencies. So further, the importance and significance of the bill is the bill provides enabling provisions for design, manufacturing and maintenance of aircrafts. Further, this bill providing statutory authority to Director General of Civil Aviation, Bureau of Civil Aviation and Security, and Aircraft Accident Investigations Bureau. These three agencies are having a pivotal role in providing safety and security to the passengers as well as the aircraft as a whole. So these three organizations, in-depth discussion is there, and so many provisions are there in the bill dealing all these three organizations. So specific issue I am raising to the Honorable Minister. I draw the attention of aircraft rules. ICAO document 10147. Sir, ICAO means International Civil Aviation Organizations, document 10147, 2023. This is the document, that is International Civil Aviation Organization document 10147, 2023. So this is to be implemented by all the nations by 2023 January 1st. And every country who are a signatory to the document or who are bound by the document have to implement a national framework in handling the dangerous goods handling, and to have an industry standard, and a regulatory control board should be there or must be there. These are the essential requirements so as to comply the document ICO or ICAO document 10147. This is in respect of the safety and security aspect. And also the standard is also well mentioned, that is for which in order to achieve the safety and security of the passengers, aircraft, airport, everywhere, definitely training is very, very mandatory. updated skilling and training should be provided to the employees, staff who are involved in all these, engaged in all these activities. And the standard is the competency-based training and assessment. That is highly required according to the ICAO document 10147. So training program of airlines are responsible, and all the airlines are responsible for ensuring the safety according to this system, according to this document. Sir, in India, I would like to ask the question to the Honorable Minister. You, according to this document, I don't know whether it is by virtue of this document or by other means, you have issued CAR, C-A-R, Civil Aviation Requirements dated 25th January 2023. You have completely neglected the CBTA functions. The CBTA functions are not defined. The eligibility, content management, stakeholders' responsibility, the depth and level of the training, and also standard of assessment portfolio. Nothing is being well defined, and this actually the CAR or Civil Aviation Requirements is not in accordance with the document which I have repeatedly mentioned earlier. So I would like to seek a clarification or answer from the Honorable Minister regarding this, because in order to achieve the safety and security of the aircraft, of the passengers, of the airport, definitely these requirements have to be complied with in accordance with the document which I have mentioned earlier. And another 2-3 issues I would like to draw the attention of the Honorable Minister. Number one is the airline online ticketing hidden charges. Sir, when the passenger books a ticket online, convenience fee of 300 to 350 is charged per head by the airline. Why so? When the passenger looks into the fares, the convenience charges are hidden, and it is reflected only after entering the passenger details and at the time of making the payment. Why is this convenience charge? The fact is that the airline is saving the commission paid to the travel agents when the passenger books the ticket online. Then why the convenience charge? When Air India was public limited company under the management of Government of India, this convenience charges were not applied while booking at the ticket. If you compare with the railways, there is also no convenience charges are collected while booking the ticket online. So my second question to the Honorable Minister, then why this additional burden to passenger when airline saves agents commission with passenger booking online?
Please conclude,
Number two,
sir.
only 2 more simple points. And the next one is regarding the user development fee at the airports. Sir, user development fee is collected to cover the revenue shortfalls and to ensure fair returns to the airport operator. Recently, Trivandrum Airport user development fee is enhanced as approved by the Airport's Economic Regulatory Authority, Airport Economic Regulatory Authority. When UDF, that is, this user development fee was introduced, it was only applicable to the embarking passengers, but now it is made applicable to the disembarking passengers also. Sir, the disembarking passengers normally does not use any amenities at airports. And on the other hand, you can see them when the passenger comes out from the aircraft and reaches the airport, they are rushing to go out at the earliest. That is a trend. In spite of collecting this UDF charges, and we see the number of passengers are queuing in most of the airports. So the third question is, why UDF for disembarking domestic passengers? Sir, then coming to another issue is the Air India's negative attitude towards the state of Kerala. My learned friend Samdani has just drawn the attention. Sir, Air India has withdrawn almost all its operations from the Kozhikode airport. Air India is not operating any international flight from Trivandrum airport, which was an international airport declared since long, and it is a very sensitively very important airport in spite of the potential of this airport for international passengers. And another one point that is regarding the handbag rules. Sir, there should be a common hand baggage rule for airlines. Most airlines allow 7 kilogram hand baggage, and in addition to this, laptop is free to carry. This is the practice followed for years. Now, certain airlines, Air India Express, weighs the laptop too. The passengers are facing difficulty at airport due to the above hidden act of the airline. There should be a common airline hand baggage rule framed by the government. And last point is the aviation security fee. Finish. Last point is the expense incurred for security at airport is also charged from the passenger in the head aviation security fee. In spite of this, passengers are held up on long queues for security check due to shortage of X-ray, screening machine facilities and shortage of staff. So, sir, I conclude, when the airports are privatized, the passengers are burdened more, and the airport operate like so many airports by the private airports are only being profited, or they are profit oriented. So that has to be corrected. Passenger safety, amenity, security
Thank you,
has
sir.
to be
Shri
given
G.K.
prime
Patil.
importance. With these words, I conclude. I support the bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.